aspect of this is when they jail these people for nonviolent drug crimes, they're in these prisons working for privatized corporations at about 39 cents an hour, sometimes doing telemarketing.
It's a perfect scam. They make money coming and going and every which way in between.
Tommy, what's your view on the war on terror right now?
On the war on terror?
Yes.
Well, obviously it was manufactured, purposely or inadvertently by this administration or by the Republican Party in order to keep, first of all, in order to get them elected, and second of all, in order to keep their cronies that are making millions and billions of dollars off that, money is made with chaos. Whenever there's chaos or martial law, declared, then these huge corporations can come in and just rape and pillage the villages without opposition. In fact, they do it under the guise of trying to create law and order. Like they try to create peace in Iraq. So it gives you an idea, and like Matt said, or the other Kevin said, this is the perfect way to keep the criminals in action. It's rats in the pantry is what I call it. And so I feel, what I learned in prison is that the universe is perfect. And for every action, there's a reaction. It's called karma, whatever you want to call it. And so what we're going to witness here, what we witnessed with the George Bush, time in office, we saw how the universe just played with them, with Katrina, with the war, with, all these, with Dick Cheney shooting his friend in the face with a shotgun. All these things are the universe acting against these guys, because that's the way it works.
So you, like Kevin, would probably say that you don't see any end in sight for the war on terror or the war on drugs?
Me?
Yeah. I'm saying, Tommy, do you see an end in sight? Kevin said he doesn't see an end in sight.
Do I see an end in sight?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's also it's a cycle. Absolutely. I see it coming. Nothing lasts forever. The peace and prosperity doesn't last forever. Obama won't last forever. No one lasts forever. And George Bush definitely, his time is not only numbered, but he him and his boys broke international law, and so they won't be able to travel outside of the U.S. without risk of being arrested. So oh yeah, karma is a bitch, boy. When it comes down on you, it comes down on you, and that's what kept me going, while I was in jail. I just used that time, to write a book and to become an activist and to let, travel around the country and to show people like Mary Beth Buchanan, her actions, it's done secretively, but I'm going to be on every major talk show, just talking about it until I embarrass the government so much that they're just going to have to knuckle under and give up this stupid attitude they have.
Well, I hope you're correct. Josh, Matt, where can you get the movie now that it's been rated? Is there another place that we're going to be able to get, a.k.a. Tommy Chong?
Yeah, you can still order the additional units that haven't been taken, and that website is akatommychong.com, and we can ship you out one.
Excellent.
And go to DEA.gov and buy your copy today.
Well, Kevin, there's a ton of extras on your American Drug War film. One of them is a Tommy Chong extra. One of them's an Alex Jones extra. I think there's even an extra on Joe Arpaio, the sheriff out there as well.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. And I had to just show that. A lot of people say they can't stand watching it, but it's important for people to just see the arrogance, in these drug warriors. And when you go out there, and when I found, the 4 years I spent trying to document the drug war, is that most of these pro-drug warriors kind of like, like Tommy says, they're like rats. They scurry away. They hide in the shadows. So it's rare when you find someone who's as pro-drug warrior as Joe Arpaio is, who's proud to be on the camera. And so that's why it's important for people to see that face and to hear him talk, and just the level of self-righteousness and just the denial of hypocrisy, just like what we're seeing right now in this massive San Diego bust, where now something like 250 students aren't going to be graduating, all because one girl OD'd on cocaine. Well, I looked it up, and the hazing deaths. I mean, you know how many students die from hazing every year? So once again, it's okay if you die from alcohol. It's okay if you die from cigarettes. It's certainly okay if you die from any number of pharmaceuticals. But when someone dies from illegal drugs, like, oh, my God, it's time to just start throwing everybody in prison.
Yeah, and throwing them in prison into someone like Arpaio who wants to dress them up in a pink prison jumpsuit, and I think it says something like, I was a drug addict on it, put it on a chain gang, really dehumanizes his prisoners, at least from what I've seen. I mean, that's all over the place.
They did that in the prison. This is Tommy Chong. I was at, dehumanizing people. They had a transvestite that still had her penis, but she had breasts, and so she was like an oddity and ugly as sin, by the way. And he or she had an oddity. She was an oddity in the main prison. So what they did, they dressed her up in a pink.
Hold that thought, Tommy. We're going to come back right after this. It's the Alex Jones Show. I am Jason Bermas. LooseChange911.com is my website.